Metallurgy Part 2. In this video session, we will discuss about chemical properties of metals. Metals are reactive. They lose electrons easily and become positively charged ions. That is why metals are called electropositive elements. Metals react with oxygen, with water, with acids, and with salts. First of all, we see the combustion property of metal. For that, we require some apparatus such as pair of tongs or spatula, knife and burner, and some samples of metals like aluminium, copper, iron, lead, magnesium, zinc and sodium. And the procedure is very simple. Hold the sample of each of the above metal at the top of the flame of a burner with the help of a pair of tongs or spatula and observe the flame. And here we find that different metals give different colors of flame. Aluminium, it burns with silver white flame. Copper, greenish blue. Iron, brownish orange. Lead, bluish white. Magnesium, bright white. Zinc, bluish green. And sodium, intense blue. Next point is reactions of metals. From that, first is reaction of metals with oxygen. Metal and oxygen, they combine on heating in air and metal oxides are formed. Thus, metal plus oxygen is equal to metal oxides. For example, sodium. When sodium metal combines with oxygen, it gives sodium oxide. The equation is 4Na plus O2 is equal to twice Na2O. These metal oxides formed are soluble in water, and these metal oxides are, when soluble in water, they give their hydroxide solutions. Thus metal oxide plus water is equal to metal hydroxide, or it is called as the alkali. Thus this sodium oxide, when it combines with water, it gives sodium hydroxide. Na2O plus H2O is equal to twice NaOH. We know that on exposure to air, sodium readily catches fire. Therefore, to prevent accident in the laboratory or elsewhere, it is kept in kerosene. Next, reaction of metal with water. For that, we have to perform some activity. Here, the picture shows the arrangement of equipments. In the test tube, there is a glass wool soaked in water. This is special type of a wool in which water is soaked, and when burner is put on, this wool gets heated and water inside gets heated, giving rise to give steam. Metals, when react with water, they give metal hydroxide and hydrogen. For example, sodium metal, when reacts with water, it gives sodium hydroxide, hydrogen gas and heat. Equation is 2Na plus 2H2O is equal to twice NaOH plus hydrogen H2 plus heat. Next, the reaction of metals with dilute acid. When different samples of different metals are treated with dilute sulfuric or hydrochloric acid, sulfate or chloride salts of metals are formed, and hydrogen gas is released in this reaction. And from that, this reaction, the reactivity of metals can be indicated, such as Magnesium, it is highly reactive, then aluminum, then zinc, and then iron. Metal plus hydrochloric acid is equal to metal chloride plus hydrogen. For example, magnesium plus 2HCl is equal to MgCl2 plus H2. Metal plus nitric acid is equal to nitrate salts of metal plus oxides of nitrogen plus hydrogen. For example, Cu plus 4HNO3 equal to CuNO3 twice plus 2NO2 plus H2. Reaction of metals with salts of other metals. For that, we have to perform small activity. Take a clean copper wire and a clean iron nail. Dip the copper wire in ferrous sulfate solution and iron nail in copper sulfate solution and keep on observing at a fixed interval of time. Here we find that at the tip of the iron nail, copper gets deposited, and at the tip of the nail, copper wire, ferrous, it is gets deposited. This reaction is called as the displacement. And to test any reactivity of any metal, this displacement reaction is very important. Thus, when we are given two samples of metal A and B, metal A is pure metal and B is in the form of its salt solution, then the reaction is metal A plus salt solution of B equal to salt solution of A plus metal B, and this is called as the displacement reaction, where reactive metals can displace less reactive metals from their compounds in solution, by which we can determine the reactivity series of metals. Here, this picture shows the reactivity series of metals, the arrangement of metals in the increasing or decreasing order of reactivity. Reaction of metals with non-metals. When metal and non-metal they combine, they give ionic compounds. For example, 2Na plus Cl2 is equal to twice NaCl.